So to change the events page or the events on the page, you're going to go to this URL right here. You can just copy and paste that. I've already done that right here. And then I'll send you this login info. This is your username and your password. And I'll send that to you here in just a bit. And then you just click login. Might take it a minute depending on how many people are on the server. It'll take you to the dashboard. This is the admin dashboard. You got lots of stuff to choose from over here, but don't really worry about any of these other things. Um, Later, I'll show you how to make blog posts because I think that'd be a good thing for you guys to help market yourself as well as resources page, but we'll talk about that later. The one you're worried about are right here. So if we take a look at, I'm just going to duplicate this page, and anytime you want to take a look at the site, you can just click this button right here. And what I want to do is I want to kind of go to the events page to show you how it looks. And this is how the events page looks, and you'll see that as we add events, they'll start showing up here, and as they're over with, then they'll disappear from this area. Um, basically, we have all these set in there, but I'm going to show you an easy way to do this. So basically, what I'm going to do is go to all events. Now, I've already set these events up, so basically all you have to do is copy them and then change the date and the info. Um, Really, it's pretty simple. Just follow what I've already done for you here. So let's say that we're going to have another event on December. Let's say December, the first Tuesday in December. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clone this one because they're already set up for you. Everything's set up except the location and the date, really. So we're just going to clone this. And the reason we're doing that is because, again, everything's set up in terms of registration and everything like that. Um, so what we're going to do here is you're going to see that we have an address here, and this is the link that's going to show up in the URL once you click it. So the best thing to do here is just to kind of change this, and we'll just change this to uh, November or December, because that's what we're getting ready to have here. You don't have to do this, but it'll be best. Let's say it's going to be December 12th. I'm not sure what the Tuesday is, but and you want to do this because this will help with SEO. If you don't do it, it's not that big a deal, but it's always a good idea to do that. So I'm just going to click OK. And then let's say that it's a different type of seminar. Maybe it's a essential planning for taxes seminar. Um, kind of whatever you want to call it. Um, and you could just go in and just edit. It's just like using Word. There's also some extra features. You can see I'm just toggling this so I can change color of the text. I can change, really on the sides we want to use these, and these are corresponding to the HTML setup. So heading 3 is going to be larger than heading 4, and heading 2 will be larger than heading 3. So I would just keep what we have here, and that's heading 3, and then down here you'll see these are heading 4, so they're going to be a little bit smaller. And what I would do is just go in and change your location here. It's best just to kind of put it here because then it'll be on the event, and I'll show you that. So let's say that this is going to be December 12th. Now this is kind of important here because this is what's going to show up at the very top of when they click the info. This is going to show up, so you'll see that here in a second. So let's just say it's at Santosoros, or I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but So let's say it's December 12th. So I'm just going to click here and go to the next month, and it's on a Thursday, so I got lucky there. So December 12th, and it starts 6:30 and lasts till 8ish. You can set whatever time you want there. Now I do already have some of your locations set in here, but you can insert a new location. Basically, if you do that, then you can just hit the location and put the event location as well. Don't worry about longitude and latitude. I really do recommend putting it here because it's going to be easier for people to see it there. So if you do just kind of put in the new location, basically you can put in the address or just the name. But this time we're just going to use Sarasota's or Santa Soras, however you pronounce that. Anyways, and keep this as because you are the event organizer. The cost is free. Again, all this is already set up. So you just want to kind of leave it like it is and don't worry about the event registration. They'll keep going until the event's done. So really, so the only things you want to change are the title, okay, and the title here, and this link, if you remember to do that, just so that for SEO it'll be easier. Okay, so we can edit this. Again, you can just go in, highlight it, or just put in your cursor wherever and do it that way. Okay, just like that. All right, so change this, change that, change your content here. I would leave this in here so people know not to include more than 4 guests for themselves. Change the date and the location here, and you should be good. Once you do that, you have to hit publish. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this. Basically, once you do that, then it's going to show up in the events area. If you don't publish it, then it won't show up. So let's take a look at the events page once this publishes. Okay, a lot of times I'll have 2 windows open just so I can see what's going on. And I'm just going to reload this page. And if everything went well, if we look down at the bottom, okay, you can see here is our new event, right? And if we go to register, should get a pop-up. Here's our registration. You can see here's all our info that we put in. You can go to register, then they can book it there. Okay. So basically, you're just changing the information for each one. Copy what I have in there, and then just change the registration. If you have any questions on any other options, you can just email me. One of the things I want to show you is that this is in there, so we might want to delete something. Let's say that something changes, so let's delete this. So I'm just going to go back to all events, and this is where we can see where new events are. Again, you don't need to worry about any of these others. I've set those up already. And if we look at all our events here, you'll see here they are corresponding to the dates that you sent me. But let's get rid of this one, okay? Because we don't want it in our timeline. So I'm just going to go here to trash and just hit trash. Okay, now it's not deleted permanently, so if you need to recover it, you can always go into trash and repost it. But the best thing is just trash it, leave it in there just in case we want to go back to it. And if we go back to our events and we reload that, there you go. So now it's gone. So if you need to delete something, that's the easiest way to do that. Again, you'll see here are all your events that are upcoming. You might want to go in and try and add one just for a test and then trash it. But that's how you do that. And if you have any questions on that, just email me and let me know. And hopefully that's easy enough for you to follow. Just email me any questions.